run this town. SVFC. Bull stampede, we don't back down. SVFC. Black and blue, hear us loud. SVFC. This is the Ville, give up now.
Live from the heart of the Carolinas, this is the Statesville FC Soccer Show. Hello and welcome to the Statesville FC Soccer Show. Coming to you from the Signal Hill Studios, home of WAME, Real Country 92.9 and 5:50 a.m. I am, of course, Brian Buckhour. Sitting across from me is the man behind the brand, Statesville FC co-founder and my co-host, Eric Hansen.
Thank you, Brian, or as I'm going to say, Buck from now on. Yes, that's right. Great to be here once again. This is show number 3 for us, right? Show number 3. So if you haven't seen the first 2, go back on YouTube and watch them on WAM socials. Once again, thank you to WAME for having us here. Shout out to Bryson behind the camera, my man back there. This May, Statesville Football Club begins their first season, in the inaugural season in the National Premier League, the MPSL.
Less than a month away.
Yes, and we are here to get you excited, keep you informed on what's going on with Statesville FC, the local soccer community, and just the world of soccer in general. Right, Brian?
Mm-hmm. We've been able to have great conversations. We talked with the other co-founder, Craig Hollis, in week 1.
Yes.
We also have talked about the badge. We've talked about a little bit of the schedule, a little bit of what the NPSL is, and we're excited to tell you what we're going to have today.
Yes, that's right. Like I said, last week we talked about our beautiful badge and the meaning behind that and the thought behind that with the creators. Also, we had a conversation with our assistant coach, Teddy
that
Bogba,
was a great conversation with
the coach from Johnson and Wells. It was a great conversation we had with him.
Really
looking forward to working with him more this spring and this season. And today we're going to go over our MPSL Southeast Conference schedule that we have.
Get to know the foe.
As well as we have a guest, one of our actual partners, one of our sponsors and partners is here today to talk about his partnership and his help and assistance here with Statesville FC.
Yeah, Brandon Crouch is going to join us. He of Hunk and Junk Hauling is going to be here. Going to be announcing a pretty big surprise for one of our home games.
Maybe a little competition.
At least an idea of some of the things you can look forward to and some of the opportunities for fans at home when the season gets rolling here. So looking forward to having him in our hot seat in segment 2. But let's start with our first segment here. We're going to kind of get you introduced to the NPSL a little bit. As we've explained before, in American soccer all over the world really, it's a pyramid. And not talking about a scheme in which everyone makes money and only one person does. We're talking about the pyramid of U.S. soccer. At the top is the MLS, highest level of U.S. soccer. And then you go down another level is the USL, professional USL. And then underneath that, you have the semi-pro leagues. That is where we are at. Tier 4, NPSL, alongside the USL 2 with their semi-pro opportunities and their semi-pro teams. Very comparable. But in that league, the NPSL, the one that Statesville FC is joining, they have divided it into regional conferences. Yes. The good news there, you get to stay, I'm sure for you guys is with the budget. Travel won't be ridiculous. We're all going to be within Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina.
Within our region, yes.
Actually, not even South Carolina. All within Tennessee and North Carolina. I guess if you count Bristol, maybe Virginia is counted in there. You have to
both Virginia and Tennessee.
There. But we want to run through kind of the teams we have and just some of the locations that if you want to follow along, get ready. Not too far to go.
Yeah. That's right. And so, like he said, like Buck said, we are playing in the Southeast Conference of the MPSL. There's some new teams, and there's been some teams that have been here for a while. And we'll go into more depth sometimes as the season goes on about these opponents and about the teams in the conference. But just to let you know, obviously we have Statesville FC. It's our first year in the MPSL and the Southeast Conference. Just to go over our schedule, though, our first game will be away at Burlington United FC in Burlington, North Carolina.
It'll be at Fairchild Field. That is where Burlington plays their home games. They were founded in 2025, so a newer team as well. Played their first year last season. That will be an exciting contest. I think of one of the 7 teams in this conference. They're one of the teams we play twice.
Yes, we played twice.
And we play them twice real early in the season. I believe we've got Burlington on May 9th and May 30th, so twice in the first 4 weeks. We'll get to know them. We'll get to either become a rival real quick.
I was going to say, when you play 2 times in a season, that's when the rivalries start coming, as well as they're just right down the road in I-40. So, I mean, not even maybe an hour drive down.
80 miles on my sheet here to Burlington.
Not very far away. So hopefully, when we go and play at Burlington, maybe we'll have some Statesville FC fans show up, because I believe when they come here, they'll have some Burlington fans show up in Statesville.
Yeah, so that return fixture, May 9th, first game of the season for Statesville FC will be against Burlington United at Fairchild Field. The return fixture, May 30th, here, Greyhound Hollow. Make sure to fill out the stands on that one. That'll be the second home game of the season. A lot of surprises, I believe, coming for that one. We'll get to that in future shows. Second game, however, we take our first real, I would say, it's the first home game in a team that's somewhat, I would say, the most established team in the Southeast Conference by far.
The 865 Alliance out of Knoxville.
Sorry, I got those wrong. 865 Alliance out of
865
Knoxville.
Alliance
It's
out
one
of
the-
Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's also one of the newer teams. They'll be coming down from Knoxville. That is one of the further trips, 170 miles for them from Knoxville. Second furthest distance opponent of the season, and we will have to play them twice as well in
Yes,
a very
sir.
short span.
We go back to there, and nice. It's a little far trip, but obviously it's a great destination of Knoxville, Tennessee. There.
So we have two teams from the Tennessee region, Knoxville, the 865 Alliance, and then the team I was getting mixed up there was Bristol Rhythm FC. That's the team, 2008, probably the standard bearer in this conference.
Yes.
Just in terms of they've been here, they've done this. I mean, you're talking about a team that's been around for over 15 years. Excited to get an opportunity to play them. We will go to Bristol to play them first, and then they will be our home finale on July 1st. Down in Grateful in Greyhound Hollow. That should be an exciting contest. But that third game of the year, probably the marker in which we'll probably see where this team stands in the early standings.
Exactly, and just looking at the name itself, to me, the Bristol Rhythm name sounds great. I would like to maybe do some research and find out. We'll talk to you guys later about how that name came to be with the Bristol Rhythm FC.
That'll be a fun one. The Border War possibly get some names going with Bristol.
Yes.
Maybe a little NASCAR tradition there in some way with the
That's right.
with the Moonshine War or something. There's something that we can do
Something
there.
we could do there,
But we'll
right?
talk to them. Of course, we'll play Bristol. Then we'll play Burlington and 865 again. So right off the gate there, the first 5 games of the season, playing a couple of the same opponents twice. That'll be good for the team. It'll be easier for scouting and should provide some hot moments on the pitch. Then we have some of the teams that I know a little bit more of from coming from the Charlotte area, living in Statesville, being down in Charlotte. Charlottetown Hops FC. Yes, a brewery has a soccer team, and it's in Mint Hill. That will be an exciting match to go down there. That they'll be coming actually up to us. They're from Charlotte. They're our closest rival, 40 miles away. And then right down the street from them is Mint Hill FC. They're another Charlotte team. Those two have a pretty big rivalry themselves.
Already going, yes.
Along with the Charlotte Independence, Charlotte FC down there. That area, those 4 teams are probably the most well represented that I know of in that area. So Charlottetown Hops, Mint Hill FC, and then an exciting match for some. I know a lot. My sister as well. A lot of ECU grads get to go to Greenville this year. Go to Greenville, and then they're going to come to us this year.
Yeah, Greenville, North Carolina, right? The home of Greenville United. Just back up a little bit. I want to talk about Charlottetown Hops and Mint Hill. Those two teams, we played Mint Hill, I believe, twice this season. Charlottetown Hops, we only play once. But I'm looking forward to that game. They're coming to Statesville to play, and I believe
Charlotte comes here, and Charlottetown comes here, and we go to Mint Hill.
we go to Mint Hill. Okay, that's
and Mint
right.
Hill plays at I believe at Rocky River High.
Rocky River High. Okay, that's right.
Which is right there on 45. Really easy.
And from what I know about Charlottetown Hops, I think Matt Spears is involved with them. He's a legendary Davison College soccer player and coach. So he's got some roots there in the local area. But then moving forward, like I said, I'm really looking forward to that Greenville United game. My old stomping grounds of Greenville, North Carolina, where I went to ECU. It's an exciting team there. They have a really good fan base. A lot of my old, classmates and friends down there are supporters of Greenville United. So I'm looking forward to that game.
Then looking ahead, playoffs. There's an opportunity. You win the top 2 teams in each conference will play. And then those teams will then go on to play in the other conferences. In the grand scheme of it, there were playoff spots on the line, U.S. Open Cup spots on the line. That is the longest continuous tournament format in the United States of America. It's longer than any college tournament in this country. Is the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup.
Lamar Hunt, currently going on right now.
Currently on that right now, they're Charlotte FC will play Charlotte Independence. I would say the dream for me as a fan, this is just my personal dream, is to see Statesville FC play Charlotte Independence or even Charlotte FC in a matchup where they'd have to win 2 or 3 games, but just you have to win your conference to get that bid. But I think that's something to aspire for and to play for, and that's, I mean, the dream of the Open Cup is that anyone can beat anybody on any day.
Yes.
And it's like March Madness, the Sweet 16, that sort of thing. 16, these are like 32 seats upsetting 1 seats, but it does happen. And for me, that'd be the coolest thing, and the dream for me to see this club get to that level and perform at a high level and get that opportunity. That'd be cool.
Definitely get some national notoriety there coming into Statesville. That'd be a great. That is the dream. But we have to worry about our first games first, and before that, and getting through our conference games first before, and then making the playoffs, and then hopefully the U.S. Open Cup in the next to near future.
So Burlington United, first game coming up May 9th. We'll be on the road. Come visit us, Fairchild Field, Burlington. It's only 80 miles away. Herd fans, come on down. Be awesome to see a smattering of the blue, a pile of the blue in the herd in a corner somewhere. And then our home opener that next week, May 16th, against A65 Alliance. Tickets still available?
Tickets are available. Tickets are available online at statesvillefootball.club. That's statesvillefootball.club. You can get season tickets, and you can also get individual game tickets. Also, and there's some nice destinations to visit during our season there, Buck. And so, if you want to go and to one of our away games and support us there too, you can go to these other teams' websites and go ahead and order tickets right now.
Yeah, you go to the NPSL website. All these guys, every team's got it's all the same. Looking forward to the schedule. 7 teams applying, trying to get to 2 playoff spots. An opportunity here. It's going to be. I'm really excited. We're less than a month away. Get your tickets. We'll all see you there on May 16th. Coming up though. Stick around after the break. We'll have our hot seat segment with our guest this week, Brandon Crouch.
That's right.
Looking forward to having a talk with him and seeing how his involvement with Statesville FC, the future, and just what he's providing and his company is providing for the team.
Merlefest 2026, presented by Winter World, delivers music, moments, and memories each year. Hear Allison Krauss in Union Station featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, Molly Tuttle, Railroad Earth, the infamous String Dusters, Joy Alada Coon, Maggie Rose, Sam Bush, Peter Rowan, Steep Canyon Rangers, the Castellos, the Creekers, and more. Join us April 23rd through 26th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. For the full lineup and tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Welcome back to the Statesville FC Soccer Show. I'm Brian Buckout along with co-host Eric Hansen, and it's time now to start what we like to affectionately call the hot seat. In our hot seat today is one of our main team sponsors, team partners. Eric, how about you give us the big introduction?
All right, here we go. Our guest today is born and raised in Statesville, North Carolina. He is a 1997 graduate of Statesville High School. He's worked in the medical field for over 25 years, eventually becoming one of the top prostate surgery consultants in the world. For about the past 10 years, he's been cleaning up Iredell County and the surrounding area with Hunkajunk Hauling, voted the best of Iredell for the past, 4 or 5 years?
4 years.
4 years. He's the owner of Hunkajunk Hauling, a member of the local Rotary Club, host of Sips, Riffs, and Flicks, and Appetite for Destruction podcast, a spokesman for Goat Box Coolers, a board member of the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. He's a loyal friend, a devoted husband, a father of twins, even raises his own chickens in the backyard. He's the unofficial junk champion, even has the belt title to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, the very busy Brandon Crouch.
Welcome.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Oh, class of 98, by the way. I'm not
98.
quite that old. I might look that old, but not yet.
Sorry,
You left-
98.
Working on
You
it.
left when I started.
I left when you started.
that's how I like to look
I
at
picked
it.
it up where you left off.
Wow, something like that. So I guess the first question that we always like to say is, I guess he said it with you've been here your whole life, born and raised, but
That's
I guess
right.
what does Statesville mean to you?
Oh, my gosh.
That's right, way out of left field here. But
yeah,
just
that's a
as
great
Statesville
question.
Native, what is Statesville to you?
So to me, Statesville, obviously, like most people from around here, is a very special place. I think it's anywhere you go. I've had the fortunate opportunity to travel domestically and internationally, and I feel like there is no true place like Statesville. You can get a little bit of everything here, but really and truly, it's that hometown feels, that hometown spirit. People who are from Statesville, wherever you travel from, you leave an impression where you were, and people know what Statesville is, or they've never heard of it, but when you leave, they will know. And there's nothing like home. And you walk downtown Statesville and you see the shops and the people. This is literally a town where everyone knows your name. You know, there's some surrounding towns that are growing and getting some more out-of-state influence, and the population is growing. So when you meet somebody from Statesville, it's like, wow, you're from here? If you go down to Mooresville, they're like, you're really from this area? Like, I would say 8 out of 10 people are not. So, but Statesville still has that unique small town feel to it, and it's actually, I think, a really hidden jewel, not only in the state, but the country. And I think its growth is great. I think growth is great, but there's some way that we can still grow and keep the nostalgia and just that quaintness to it. That would be the best of both worlds.
No, so now that I've heard your love letter to the city,
Yes.
it's not a why, because I think it's disingenuous to ask why are you involved with Statesville FC, but how have you been? How have you gotten involved? And I guess knowing that you love the city and you love the area, I'm assuming you love the sport, and then.
Okay, great. So literally, I know nothing about soccer. Okay,
So that's great. That's perfect.
My son plays soccer. He plays for a local club here, along with Eric's son, Impact Soccer. So I love the fact that he loves it. So, but also Eric mentioned something a little over a year ago about a semi-pro team coming to Statesville potentially, and we had went and watched Hickory play, and it was just an awesome atmosphere. And an environment. Even if you're not a soccer player, how could you not enjoy what they were building there? So when Eric said there's going to be the opportunity for a team here in Statesville, I wanted to be involved. Wasn't sure how, but I know that I wanted to be. And the reason is because a lot of people in Statesville say there's nothing to do here, or I wish we had something. Well, now there is something, and it's not just something that's exciting and fun. It's something that you can bring your kids to, the family can go and do on a Saturday night. So people saying there's nothing to do here, well, you can't say that anymore. Or at least for 8 weeks, you can't say that. And if there's anything that I can be involved in that helps bring a little bit of happiness or joy, just excitement to the city, if I can do it, I want to try.
That's awesome. Yeah, and there are a lot of things, Brendan, you're right. But there are a lot of things that do go on in Statesville, other events as well that Statesville puts on. But this is just something else that we've brought here to the community that's starting this year, just to add to other things that are happening in Statesville.
Right.
So one of the main sponsors on the shirt this year will be Hunk of Junk. Tell us
Yes.
about Hunk of Junk. Obviously, if you're from here, you know about it. But for those that might have been under a rock, those that might need help with their mother-in-law's stuff upstairs or in the basement right now and might need someone to come get a bunch of stuff, just tell us about Hunk of Junk Hauling and how that partnership is going to be with Statesville.
Sure, perfect. Okay, so Hunk of Junk Hauling, we started a little over 8 years ago. It was just an idea that my wife and I had. The name came from her, so I have to give her all the credit in regards to the name.
She's
But
the brains.
She is the brains. That's for sure, and the beauty. Hey, honey. So, but we started. I've always wanted to be a small business owner, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to get into. Okay, I'm not rich, so I can't go and spend $1 million on something. So this had low overhead, and it's something, I at the time had a pretty strong back, and I'm motivated, so I wanted to do something new. So I was the first junk removal company in Iredell County, and that was 8 years ago. And sure enough, we started the first year, and I saw that there truly is a need for this. So having a nursing background, wanting to help people and whatnot, what does nursing and junk have in common? Absolutely nothing, which is also why I like doing it. But really and truly, there is something there. You're helping people, like people in the community who are a little bit older and they don't have the physicality where they can pick things up and load them, so we can help them with that. We're a full-service junk removal company. Sometimes people have budget constraints, so they can't hire us as a full-service option. So we have dump trailers that we rent to them, and they can load them themselves.
Okay.
Or we can literally show up, they can sip a cup of coffee, point, and we'll load it for them. So there truly was a need in the community that I did not know was there, but we're able to fill that need. And so we're trying to grow every year and broaden what we do and just touch as many people in the community as we can. And so I always said, as Hunk of Junk grows, we grow as a community. What I mean by that is the more that we can do business-wise is the more things that we can touch and help out and try to make a difference and give back.
The symbiotic relationship is always, it makes sense for me as just a supporter of soccer in general, when the local businesses combine with the local team, that's always a positive. It's expected, but it's not. And that's just something that I think that, because not everyone will take that first step, and I just commend someone to go out of their way and do something like that, but for the club. And it is, for me, because it's the guy that loves soccer, that's just that's an awesome thing that you've done for them. I'm sure they were begging, or maybe they weren't, but
I was going to say one thing. He's been around for the last 8 years, and if you've been in Iredell County, if you've been to any major event like a parade or anything, I'm sure you've seen Hunk of Junk Hauling. You've maybe seen his orange trucks running around town, and there is a connection between nursing and junk hauling. Those are jobs that sometimes people don't want to do. Right, and it's jobs that people. It's stuff that people don't want to do, and kudos to Brandon as well, because when we first started this Statesville FC project, a lot of people did not want to do, and Brandon stepped up and did that. So it says something about himself, not just his business, but nursing, Hunk of Junk Hauling, supporting Statesville FC. Right, Exactly.
right.
So very
And,
happy to
not
have
just
Brandon.
from like a monetary, like here's a check, let me help out. Also, I've been involved in helping bring in other sponsorships and help raising awareness
Very
in the
much so.
town for Statesville FC, helping create the hype and the excitement behind it. Because it's not just, again, it's Statesville FC, but this team is truly for Iredell County. So that we don't want any, division, so to speak. The whole Iredell County has this team. So we want the southern end of the county, the northern end of the county, west, east, everybody to come together on these game nights and all cheer for the herd.
Yeah, if you love soccer and you're in Iredell County, there's no reason. We use Statesville because we're from Statesville, but I mean, I live in Mooresville now.
Yeah.
So it's truly in Iredell County a thing, I would say.
Sure.
And you don't have to go south to Charlotte and spend $200 to go to a game
No.
on a Saturday in
No,
May and
anymore.
June.
No,
you
you
can watch
don't.
the World Cup all day. Come watch a game in Statesville, then go home and watch another World Cup game. There'll be another one that night. I promise you. The schedule, I've seen it. They're all day. So that's awesome. So Hunk of Junk is one of the main shirt sponsors. However, unique opportunity here with the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children.
Yes.
That they're going to be involved. There's going to be a place on the jerseys for them. That's a symbiotic relationship as well between the club. Tell me more about the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. Personally, my wife's a teacher, so I love to hear stories like this.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was recently voted onto the board a couple years ago for the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children, and it's a nonprofit organization here in Statesville, and it supports the development for learning children from really birth to pre-K kindergarten, and so it really focuses on the literacy program. And around here in Iredell County, that's a huge void that we need to fill. A lot of our test scores are low, and a lot of these kids don't have access to that. So I was approached, wanted to know, hey, would you want to be involved to be on the board? I said yes, fill out the whole application thing, and luckily and thankfully, I was approved. But not only do they do that, but they also do like a diaper drive.
Okay.
So we've served over 600 families in Iredell
expensive.
County. Well, not only that, but so there's a lot of families in need who can't afford diapers and wipes.
That's what I mean. Those are expensive
man.
items that you need
Well, you
so
know,
many of.
A
Yeah.
hydrated baby should be going through 10 diapers a day. So if you've got twins like I do, that was 20 diapers a day. So minimum. So they have a diaper pantry. I almost call it the Pampered Chef, but it's a diaper pantry that families can use when they're in need and they can't afford the diapers. So we'll do that. And actually, we're targeting we'll confirm this later, but like May, I think the 30th,
May
home
30th,
game.
home game. Yes, sir.
Where we're going to try to encourage every fan that comes in to bring either a pack of diapers or a pack of wipes, because I would love to overflow the warehouse with more diapers and more wipes than we know what to do with, because eventually they absolutely will get used.
So you heard it here first, guys. I think we're going to try to shoot for the May 30th game. That's versus Burlington United FC. When they come here, we're going to try to maybe have the world's largest diaper drive. Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting to hear back from Guinness Book of World Records on that and what that entails. They did something like that, I believe, in Seattle, Washington, but there's a loophole, I think.
Awesome.
So we'll see. If not, just bring some diapers, bring some wipes, and come out and have fun. Bring the family.
More information about that to come, guys. Definitely.
Yep.
That's all. Is there any other ways outside of coming to the game, like of just that actionable moment? Is there anything that fans, if they're watching this at home and they are really moved by knowing that there are programs to help literacy in pre-K children, which give the kids everything you
for
can
sure.
help? Like,
Always
is there any
looking
actionable
for
thing that herd
volunteers, so
fans
you can actually go to the website and you can reach out to us. I will tell you the website. It is IredellSmartStart.org, and you can go there and you can learn all about the partnership and opportunities. We're also supported part of the United Way.
Perfect.
It's a huge conglomerate of charities that are and nonprofits that are together. But yeah, go check out the website. You can reach out to us. We can find opportunities for you to volunteer and get more involved for sure.
Did you say IredellSmartStart.org?
Yes. IredellSmartStart.org. So if you remember, back in the good old days, you used to have something called Head Start.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've just kind of rebranded, but it's called Smart Start.
Smart Start.
But yeah, it's for more underprivileged kids to have the opportunity to get some tutoring and reading and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Like I said, anything to help the kids in literacy and getting a head start in any way, shape, or form is We do the Dolly Parton books at the house. Like, they're just little programs like that.
Well, so we're involved with the Dolly Parton program as well. We just did a big fundraiser a few weeks ago here at Red Buffalo. Joe Bondi, who's also a big supporter of Statesville FC.
Red Buffalo.
Yes.
Yep. So we're part of the Dolly Parton Initiative program as well.
So tying it all together.
Tying it all together.
All right, so we got Hunk of Junk. We got the Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. We've got you, Brandon, a guy that not big into soccer other than the fact that his kids have played. So what are you looking forward to this season, if not that first game, that first home game, May 16th, here against the 865 Alliance?
Honestly, I'm looking. There's a lot I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it happening. Number one, okay. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of stuff's going on behind the scenes. I'm also looking forward to everyone coming out and falling in love and support for this team. Honestly, look, I would love for us to go out there and win every game and have a national championship and all that sort of stuff.
Great.
But I would love for everyone to come and enjoy it, be entertained. Yes, there's going to be a nice product on the field, but let your kids come out, bring your grandparents, bring your family, and let them see and actually support something. Because believe it or not, when you have something new around here, sometimes you don't always get the support that you're going to think you're going to get. And I love nothing more than proving people wrong. So I would love for this thing to just really take off, be a success, have the community embrace it, and just let it go as far as it organically can grow.
And show the people that Iredell County is a true soccer community, right? And we can support things when they come to this town, come to Statesville in this area. So yeah, we do have a great community here. They all have a love for soccer, and they're going to show that. I feel they're going to show that when we open those gates on May 16th.
And I also think they're going to be surprised at the thought that's went behind everything that's going on. Like, I know there's going to be some hiccups along the way, for sure. Like, I'm hoping the tickets work. But there are going to be bugs. But so just bear with us. I don't even know what those bugs are, but I'm sure they're going to be there. But the entertainment that you're going to have from, the singing of the Star Spangled Banner to the halftime shows to the things that are going to be going on after the game, during the game. So we're really just trying to make this a fun experience for the fans, because that's, at the end of the day, that's really what it's about.
I mean, I've heard some of the things. I will not give it away here. Just little snippets of things that are in the works, that are in the back. It's pretty cool, pretty unique, pretty cool. And for, like I said, a Tier 4 NPSL team to be doing all these things, that's just cannot wait. Cannot wait to see it from the press box, announcing the games every week. Cannot wait to have your organizations helping with, your brain power helping us, your wife's brain power helping us.
That's my wife's patience.
Well, I think that's the blessing that we've all been given.
That is the blessing.
At least up here.
And your twins will be ball boys.
Yes. Well, Sullivan, she'll be more of a socialite. I don't know if she'll be a ball boy, but Dempsey definitely. He's very excited.
That is awesome. And we have one more surprise for us today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, or maybe we can talk about that after the break, maybe?
We can do that after the break.
Let's do that after the break. Coming back.
One more surprise coming up. An opportunity for you fans at home to walk away with, I wouldn't say a hunk of junk, a hunk of some good stuff, a box full of the GOAT, if you may, a GOAT box. So we'll be right back after that to tell you one more surprise and opportunity for you fans at home in our final segment.
We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Buying a diamond can feel like ordering coffee.
She'll have a 1-carat, oval, E-color.
No fluorescence, please.
Can I get a 2-carat cushion, BVS2 clarity?
I want excellent cut, polish, and symmetry.
We'll have round.
1.65 carat GSI1. Got it?
Do you just have like a regular diamond?
R. Gregory Jewelers filters out the confusion to get you the diamond you really want, served with a smile. And you can save the tip for your barista.
Welcome back to the Statesville FC Soccer Show, live from the Signal Hill Studios, home of WAME, Real Country 92.9 and 550 AM. I'm Brian Buckhour, co-host, co-owner, co-founder, Eric Hansen, and we're still joined alongside one of our club partners, new friends, Brandon Crouch. Thank you for joining us here in the final whistle. You survived the hot seat, by the way. It was great. It was a great interview with hot seat.
It was getting toasty. It was
a great interview there, Brandon.
As we alluded to in the last segment, an opportunity for some fans at home. Fans, not necessarily at home. You need to come to the game to be a part of this opportunity. But there's an opportunity for fans to possibly win some stuff. Tell me about it.
So yeah, I was gonna say, Brandon, you have Hunk of Junk Calling, Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. You also work with a couple other organizations, and I know you've recently helped gain a partnership for Statesville FC with a local company out of Charlotte, a cooler company, Goat Box Coolers. So why don't you let us know what's going on with them and how they are going to help us partner and get the word out about Statesville FC?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Goat Box Coolers, if you've not heard of them, go check them out at goatboxco.com, and you can see all their different array of coolers. They were graciously enough to partner with us, and what we're going to have here to raffle off is their new Goat Box 40 quart, which has the wheel kit on it. And the cool thing about Goat Box is it's 100% made in Charlotte. So everything that you see on this cooler came from Charlotte. And they actually do the engraving of your logo, company logo or team logo on the lid for a slightly extra
Should be able to
fee.
see a picture of that somewhere around
Yeah,
here
so
right
you'll
now.
see
Bryson's
the Goat
working
Box
on that.
here. The other cool part about them, you're going to see the 2 cans there. Those are BPH food grade. You can put any sort of thing in there you want, storage, even food. We'll probably have some hydration stuff and even some swag and stuff like that. But specifically for this raffle, this Goat Box cooler is going to be raffled off. It retails for $3.99. There's going to be some FC gear in there, including some season tickets and all sorts of fun stuff. So this raffle will be kicking off very soon. Joe Bondi at Red Buffalo is partnering with us for that. So be sure to buy your tickets. It's going to be $5 for a ticket, or it's $5 for a ticket. $20 you get 5 tickets.
5 tickets.
Right.
Yes.
So, and all that money goes right back to the team. Again, we're a grassroots team here, so literally every penny counts. So please come out, buy tickets, try to get your hands on this awesome Charlotte cooler, and help support Statesville FC.
Yeah, and I will say those funds is going to the team. That money is going to help the players of the team that are coming here to perform for you guys, help out with meals and transportation and housing for these players. But that's great. Yeah, the Goat Box is going to be filled with some goodies, some Statesville FC goodies, including some tickets. We'll go over some of those things that are going to be in the Goat Box in the coming episodes of the Statesville FC soccer show. But that's awesome. You mentioned Joe Bondi and Red Buffalo.
Go Box of gear.
Yeah.
We don't even know. Go Box of gear and supplies, and just we don't even know what's going to be. And the Go Box itself.
And the Go Box itself.
So
that's
not
a
even counting the stuff in the box. We're talking $400 out just all up.
$400 cooler, and I've seen this thing. It's amazing. It's got a handle. It's got wheels. It works. It's great, guys. So it's a $400 cooler. You could win that for just a $5 raffle ticket, or you can get 5 tickets for $20.
Gears, goodies, and greatness all coming out of that Go Box. That's going to be awesome. A good opportunity. And, some people might have wanted to support the club, but don't have 3 small businesses that they're a part of.
Correct.
Or a small business, or it's an opportunity, $5 a ticket, and you're might be buying someone a dinner, it seems, a possibility to buy a player. It's all going to be for the club, for the kids. After talking to those coaches, they need some help too. But anyways, we'll work on that later. But thank you. That's an awesome opportunity. You'll have to come to the game to buy a ticket.
No, you can actually, yes, if you can come to the game and buy a ticket, or there's going to be a QR code where you can.
Perfect.
We should have those out on our socials here shortly.
They'll be
Some
coming up
advertisement with the QR code that you can register to get your tickets for that. And we'll have some more information coming about our raffle of the Goat Box cooler with all the Statesville FC goodies inside. Thank you once again to Brandon. Thank you again to Joe Bondi at Red Buffalo, too, for helping us out with that.
And thanks, Goat Box.
And Goat Box.
Thank you, guys. That is a whistle on another edition of the Statesville FC Soccer Show. A huge thank you once again to our guest today, Brandon Krause.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate everything you're doing for the club, everything you're doing for Statesville. You've done and continue to do. Excited to see the partnership and how it grows and your future there.
Appreciate it.
That's
Thanks,
it,
guys.
absolutely. And everyone listening, don't forget, season tickets are moving fast. Head to Statesville Football.club to secure your spot before our home opener against 865 Alliance on May 16th, right?
We'll be back next Saturday, as we are every Saturday, to break down our latest roster additions. That's right, the roster has come together. If you've checked out some of our socials, maybe at Statesville FC on X and Instagram, you've seen some of those profiles of some of the players I was looking at the other day.
Yes.
There's some announcements. There's some of the players. We saw the guy, the 30-year-old player from Seton Hall, the goalie.
Yes,
he was listed on that.
Yeah.
So no, we'll start going through some of our roster, an opportunity to learn some of the players. But we'll be here every Saturday. Follow us for those daily updates. Until then, spread the word about the oncoming herd. This is our city. This is our club. I'm Brian Buckauer.
And I'm Eric Hansen. We can't wait for you to join us this season as we make everyone that we encounter feel the Ville. Thank you.